Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Hey, listen, I got this tool. I wanted to double down on it and kind of give you some of the other elements of it. I didn't get an opportunity to do that in the last two videos, and I wanted to dive deeper and give you a real live demo of it. And I try not to hold you that long. If this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm always showing you these different SaaS tools, these different tools to break down and kind of help you grow your business and make the difference in your bottom line. All right, so listen, what I did was I talked about StreamAlive. I met with the founder. You can see that video. There's a link to it in the description below. Or if you want to see me do a really quick overview of this tool, this presentation tool, you can click up above and you'll probably see that link and go there. But this is a tool that goes and it breaks down. Right now, you can use it on YouTube. You can use it in Microsoft Teams, and you can use it for Zoom. I know they're going to be expanding. They're going to be doing some other tools as well. I think WebEx is one of the ones that may be coming. But what they basically do is they'll come and they interact with your audience while you give the presentation. So, for example, one of the things that I like is they actually take your questions for you. As people may have questions, they'll take the questions for you as you're doing the presentation. So someone may have a question. Someone may ask the question, what time does this end? Right? They may ask that question, and you'll see it, and it'll pop up here below, down here in the bottom. And so they'll ask these questions, but you don't want them to interrupt. So one of the things you may say is, hey, you know what? I'm going to be moving pretty fast. You may have questions. In order to not stop the flow of the overall presentation, just go ahead and pop your questions into the chat, and we're going to cover all the questions at the end of this presentation. Is that okay with everybody? We all agree with that? Yeah, everybody agrees. All right, great. So let's go ahead and get into it. So how to develop a marketing plan. So I'm going through and I'm going to show this is what you would be doing. This is actually Zoom I'm using here. Right, got a logo here in the top corner here. And then you go to the next question. You go to the next slide and you say, you know what? When you think of marketing, what do you think of, right? And so this is how it basically comes up, but this is how you get to that. So this is when I asked people that the last time. Some people said Google ads, YouTube ads, outbound marketing, blogs, TV ads. But let's reset that, right? Let's see what you guys come up with now. Some people may say, you know what, Facebook ads, right? Someone may say Apple ads, right? Someone may say PPC ads, right? Someone may say YouTube ads. So you get the good gist of it. But what's happening is as they're participating in this, you're saying, oh, okay, yeah, YouTube's ads are good. Facebook ads, are people still doing those? Did anybody see a drop off when they introduced, you know, the updates to the iOS system? Are people still doing that? And you can have discussions. That's what I think of when I think of marketing, right? And the person usually says, all right, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Let's talk about what happens next. So you say, you know what? Marketing takes a day to learn and a lifetime to master, right? And it's a famous quote by Phil Kotler, right? And then I leave a tip here. It says every sale should inherently lead to another sale, right? And then you come back and he says, when you think of that, what are your thoughts on this quote, right? And some people, let's do this over. Let's start this interaction over because I was already testing it. So let's start this over. So when you guys think of that quote, what do you think of? Person may say, you know what, marketing. So one person may say, you know what, expensive, right? So someone may say, yeah, someone may say expensive, right? Someone may say, outbound, right? Someone may say inbound, right? Someone may say tuna fish, right? And then you may say, okay, so who said tuna fish? And he says, well, you said what do you think of when you think of marketing. I was like, no, I didn't say what do you think of when you think of lunch, right? It says, oh, okay. Then someone may say, miss my wife, right? And so that may be a thought that's coming up because these are the things that are coming up. Oh, so somebody misses their wife. All right, you guys are making fun and jokes, but listen, this is just something. What do you think of when you think of that quote? I'd like to thank you guys for just helping us out and move the class along. Let's move on to the next slide. These can be filtered for profanity and those types of things as well. So let's go on to the next slide here. So which one do you have more of, right? And persons, do you have more money or do you have more time? Because it really depends on what kind of marketing you should be doing, right? If you have more money, right, then you can spend your time wisely and triple your revenue, so on and so forth, right? So I did a quick poll here. Some people say, hey, they have more money, and some people say they wish they had more time, right? So then let's come back to here. So you talk about marketing 101 and things of that nature. Then you come back and says, you know what? How many people do inbound marketing, right? And you take a little poll, and all of this is happening as people fill up the chat. All this stuff is happening. It's peppering answers everywhere, right? So then you come back and you says, all right, let's talk about, what is marketing and so on and so forth, right? So you may do that. And that's just to give you an example of how the presentation can go. So then he says, you know what? I know you guys, and so what I want to do is bring this to a close. And like I said, I'm not going to forget you. I know you had questions. So let's see what questions you guys had. And you can just click right here on this little box up here for questions. It captures all the questions for you. You don't even have to do anything else. If the artificial intelligence recognizes it as a question, then what it does is it brings it to you. It says, what time does this end? You know what? It doesn't, it ends, in the next hour, right? When will it be available? It's going to be available now until the end of this actual presentation. How much does it cost? You know what? StreamAlive is not that expensive. They have a lifetime deal going on right now. You can pick that code up in the description or something like that. So that's just an idea. So then you may want to have this plugged in. Let me show you this last quick feature, which I think is very, very neat. You can do a winner's wheel, right? And you can just do like a power wheel here. You can just put lifetime coaching, or you could go here, and you can do this ahead of time, but I just wanted to add it so you can just see this variable here. Lifetime supply of soap, right? So what do you guys get for attending today, right? You may say, hey, what do you guys get for attending today? And let's see what you guys get. Whatever you guys win, that's what I'm going to provide you with. If you get that today just for showing up. All right, so just for you showing up today, everybody's going to get a lifetime supply of soap, right? I know it's only going to be one flavor. It's not going to be different variations. It's only going to be one flavor. So again, this has been Jenny Jones. I just wanted to give you another deeper dive of StreamAlive and how it works and how you can use it in your presentations. If you want to, you can reset any question when you go here. And I wanted to just show you guys this real quick. Which one do you have more of, right? You can reset the question here. And then you can just ask the question again, right? And you have YouTube ads, Facebook ads, PPC ads, Apple ads. And he says, all right, so let's try that question again. Now let's try this not using any social media platforms. And then you can reset the question. And of course, if you get to the end of the presentation, you can go back and do your analyzation of how the meeting went. What you're going to find out is when you do a presentation like this, you're going to be able to find out what you can do better on your next meeting and so on and so forth. So you had 39 comments were posted by one people. Obviously, it was me just peppering them, right? On average, there were 2 comments per minute, and highest engagement was 6 comments and so on and so forth, right? And so what you can do is you can figure out who's your fantastic fans, right? You can check and see who those were. You can have a prize for them. You can have an engagement chart, right? You can say, hey, where were things comment on, right? Did a lot of people leave a comments here, right? The wonder words, did I get any comments here? The transit thoughts, so on and so forth. The engagement results, right? What do you think of when you think of marketing? I can come back and add this in the presentation. I could say, not using any of these 4 words, what else do you think of if I want more from my students and things like that? Then you also have a wrap of the questions that people ask you. This is an awesome tool. I mean, you guys should take a look at it. This tool right now, again, is still over at Appsumo. I think you guys can take a look at it. It's still there they have a lifetime deal on it right now. I think you can just buy this tool right now for $39. Lifetime, you own it for a lifetime for $39. There should be a link in the description below. Take a look at it. It's a 60-day return. If you don't like it, just get your money back. All right. So again, this has been Jenny Jones. You guys take care. Until next time. Goodbye for now.